Hello everyone. Today we are going to read chapter 7 District Administration. India is divided into 28 states and 9 union territories including the National Capital Territory of Delhi. These are further divided into smaller units known as districts, tehsils and parganas. There is no fixed size or population for a district. Today, our country has over 700 districts. Structure of district administration. The official who is in charge of a district is called the district collector, deputy commissioner, or district magistrate. She or he is a member of the Indian Administrative Services (IAS). Hundreds of officials work under her or him. A district is also the unit of administration for various other departments such as the police, cooperative societies, agriculture, and education. Some other important officials of the district are the deputy collector, tehsildar, planning officer, superintendent of police, chief medical officer, district and sessions judge, and additional judges. Functions of district administration. The main functions include maintaining law and order, maintenance of land records and collection of revenue, providing civic amenities, supervising activities of the panchayats, providing relief work. Maintaining law and order. Maintaining law and order in the district is the most important responsibility of the district collector. She or he can pass orders to check lawlessness and rioting. She or he is assisted in this task by the superintendent of police. Officers and their working. The superintendent of police, who is the highest ranking police officer in the district, works under the supervision of the district collector. Her or his main aim is to ensure peace in the district. All other police officers, such as the deputy superintendent of police, inspectors, sub-inspectors, work under him and maintain law and order. A district is divided into 5 or 6 subdivisions, each under the charge of a deputy superintendent of police. Subdivisions are further divided into police circles. There are about 10 police stations or thanas in a circle. An inspector is in charge of a circle. Sub-inspectors, assistant sub-inspectors, head constables and constables work in each police station. In village level, chowkidars are appointed. There is a jail in each district. The jailer is the official in charge. Men and women are kept in separate prisons. Prisoners are taught skills such as carpentry and carpet weaving so that after serving their sentence, they can use these skills to earn an honest living. The police is meant to protect us and secure our rights as citizens. We must also help them in their work. We can do this by informing the police about lawbreakers and by not assisting or encouraging illegal activities. Land records and collection of revenue. Land records are important for determining the rightful owner of the land. These records are also required to enable farmers to secure loans from banks. The collection of revenue is important as the government needs money to run its various bodies. Officers and their working. The sub-divisional officer, tehsildar, naib tehsildar or deputy tehsildar, kanungo and lekpal patwari are the officials in charge of matters concerning collection of revenue. The subdivisional officer is in charge of revenue collection at the subdivisional level. He is the link between the district collector and the tehsildar. The tehsildar is the main official in the district responsible for actual revenue collection. For maintaining land records, there is a superintendent land records and a deputy superintendent land records at the district level. The Kanungo and the Lekhpal or Patwari take care of land records at the village level. Civic amenities and development. The district administration provides civic amenities such as healthcare, education, and maintenance of government buildings and roads. It also reviews the overall development of the district. Officers and their working. The Chief District Medical Officer CDMO is in charge of health services in a district. She or he supervises the working of hospitals and dispensaries in the district. The District Inspector of Schools or the District Education Officer is responsible for the proper functioning of schools in the district. She or he inspects schools and supervises the work of the Department of Education. The Public Works Department is in charge of constructing and maintaining government buildings. The executive engineer is the head of the department. Supervising the functioning of the Panchayati Raj system. The district collector is also responsible for supervising the functioning of the Panchayati Raj system and other local bodies. She or he makes arrangements for elections to these bodies conducted by the State Election Commission and reports to the state government if they are not functioning properly. The district collector also has the power to dissolve them at the instructions of the state government. Providing relief work. Emergency situations such as famines, floods, fire, epidemics, and earthquakes sometimes arise in a district. The district administration provides relief to the affected citizens during such times. As citizens, it is our duty to cooperate with the district administration and assist them when such a situation arises. Judicial administration. Each district has a judicial setup for administration of justice. Disputes can be between citizens or between the government and the citizens. Those involved in criminal activities also need to be punished. Disputes are settled in courts. There are civil courts and criminal courts. Civil courts deal with civil cases and criminal courts deal with criminal cases. Cases concerning property and financial disputes are decided by civil courts. Cases of theft, assault, murder, and other criminal acts are heard in criminal courts. Officers and their working. The district judges and the additional district judges are in charge of the highest court for civil cases in the district. The court of the sessions judge is the highest court in the district or for criminal cases. Serious criminal cases such as murder and dacoity are tried by the court of the sessions judge or the additional sessions judge. Lower courts to the session court are headed by an assistant session judge, chief judicial magistrate, and chief metropolitan magistrate, and magistrate of first class, magistrate of second class, and special judicial magistrate and executive magistrate. The sessions judge can award a death sentence. The chief judicial magistrate can award a sentence up to 7 years of imprisonment. A magistrate of first class can award a maximum sentence up to 3 years of imprisonment or a fine or both. A magistrate of second class can award a maximum sentence up to 2 years of imprisonment or a fine or both. The amount of fine depends on the nature of the crime as well as the powers of the judge. If someone is not satisfied with the judgment of a lower court, she or he can appeal against the decision to the higher courts. The High Court is the highest judicial authority in the states. The district courts function under the High Court. Here is a table which shows the composition and functions of the district administration. It starts with collector or deputy commissioner. The functions of collector are maintenance of law and order, maintenance of land records and realization of land revenue, and civic amenities and development. The officers in charge for maintenance of law and order are Superintendent of Police, Deputy Superintendent of Police, Inspectors, Sub-Inspectors, Assistant Sub-Inspectors, Head Constables, Constables and Chowkidar, Jailer and Deputy Jailer. Officers in charge for maintenance of land records and realization of land revenue are Tehsildar, Naib Tehsildar, Kanungo, Patwari or Lekpal. Institutions and officers in charge for civic amenities and development are District Civil Surgeon or Chief Medical Officer, District Inspector of Schools, District Planning Officer, Executive Engineer, and urban local bodies and Panchayati Raj institutions. The Hindu Succession Amendment Act 2005. The Hindu Succession Amendment Act 2005 is a landmark. It came into force from 9 September 2005. The Hindu Succession Amendment Act removes gender discriminatory provisions in the Hindu succession. Act 1956 and gives the following rights to daughters under Section 6. A daughter has the same right over the property as a son. In 2005, Act brings all agricultural land at par with other property and makes Hindu women's inheritance rights in land legally equal to men's across the states. The 2005 Act includes daughters as joint owners in the joint family property with the same birthrights as sons to share, to claim, partition, and share the liabilities. Daughters, married or not, will have the same rights as sons to reside in or seek partition of the family house. Widows can claim and inherit the deceased property even if they have remarried. Gender equality in possession of agricultural land can empower women, increase their livelihood options, increase prospects of education and health. Economically, it can improve women's security by giving them birthright in property that cannot be taken away by men. Symbolically, all this shows that daughters and sons are equally important members of the family. The difficult question of implementing the 2005 Act still remains. We need to spread legal literacy. make efforts to increase social awareness of the advantages to the whole family if women own property, provide legal and social aid for women seeking to assert their rights. These are only some of the many steps needed to fulfill the promise of the long due legislation. So, this was our chapter District Administration. If you have any doubt or query, you can ask me in the comment box below, and if you want links to the other topics, you can find them in the description box. Thank you, everyone.